Cool. So this is a little discussion about that initial assignment we did,
Oh, yeah,
Introduction to Lean and Waste. Isn't that right, Levi?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we talked about a physical device here. And what is this, buddy?
A phone.
Yeah, a cell phone or a personal digital device. So you guys all responded pretty well about how this helps you every day. We can all agree that this is a pretty valuable object, that it functions by allowing us to make phone calls. A lot of you said you love to text, post to social media. It can function as a calculator. It's got a lot of different functions to it, which are very useful and helpful. That adds value. I was trying to get then at the things that maybe weren't so helpful about this. Some of you identified that you don't ever really use a headphone jack, or that the battery life wasn't working or functioning quite as long as it should have, or if there were other features that you didn't use. Pretty much everybody used Bluetooth, is what you had said. But some of those other things involved with the overall getting of a cell phone, we didn't quite get into either. So there's the physical object, but then there's everything into it. So having gone through and purchased a cell phone recently, the things...
3 eye lenses on the back.
I know, this one's got 3 lenses, eye lenses. Did I really need that? I don't know yet. That may not really be super value added for me. But I did go through and I wanted to figure out what, having gotten one of these recently, what I was willing to pay for the functions that I needed. Now you can go out and spend $1,300 on a phone that looks like this now, but that wasn't something that I wanted to do. So I had my specific list of things that I really needed to have on the phone, which was, for me, an external SD card. I needed to have the Bluetooth. I needed to have video. I wanted an Android. And cookies. No, there's no cookies on this phone. That would be very valuable, though, if my phone could make cookies, but, you know, that wasn't part of my requirements.
And cookies.
It needed to be drool-proof, too. Anyhow, with those requirements in mind... Hey, Levi, are you adding value to this conversation?
No.
No. Alright. Getting back to it.
A cookie.
I knew those things that I did want in the phone, and I kind of tallied those up, and I had my idea of things that I didn't want. Again, cost-wise was one of the issues. I didn't want a whole lot of pre-installed software. That wasn't going to be particularly useful to me. And I knew...
And my markers.
Uh-huh. And your markers. Oh, cool.
These are helpful.
Yeah, I know, for making messes and stuff. It's beautiful, buddy. Very valuable. But there's the other elements of the whole process, like thinking as a system, what was there. Now, it was helpful to come, in order for the phone to be delivered safely to me, it had to come in a box. But was this something that I really wanted in the end? Well, it's going to be kicking around my house. I have a tendency to have a hard time throwing things away, but it came in a box. Did I really want to pay for that? Meh, but it was built in to the whole process of getting the phone. Now, did I really want to go and have to interface under our current circumstances down at the cellular phone store?
No.
Not really. That was another element of the process of getting a phone that, to me, it wasn't something that I really wanted to pay for, but it was inherent in the whole process. And we're going to talk about what those kind of things, as it relates not just to a singular product here, but to the overall system or the actual doing of something.
Don't want to have things taken away like these.
That was a good introduction to the lean versus the lean. But we're going to now talk more specifically what it means in definition of value and waste and non-value added activities and defining what a lean system actually is and lean manufacturing system specifically. So there's that.